moment of Dorito and the LuchaCabre. Again, without Dorito, and only the LuchaCabre. Today, people, we're going to put some skates together for my daughter. Now, it's a really simple process. A lot of you don't really know how it works. I get asked a lot, hey, Luch, how do you make them skates? Where'd you get them skates? Those are neat skates. Well, it's easy. You make them. It's that simple, people. And we're going to show you how today. We're going to take a pair of her old skates, which don't fit her little hooves anymore because she's grown into a big lumberjack woman. So we need to get some new shoes. And you can put just about any kind of shoe that you want on a skate. This is what she chose. This is the fashionable skate wear for lumberjacks, apparently. So what we need to do is take this shoe and put it on these skates. I think we can do that. And you can help. Won't you join me? All right, people. First thing to do when building your skates is to take your old skates apart. And for that, you will need a 9/16 or a 14 millimeter, depending on what kind of mechanic you were in a previous life. And you will also need your thin wall 11/16. This is provided to us by Mac. Actually provided to me by my own pocket because I paid for it. But we can strike a deal, Mac. Call me up. Okay. And you'll also need a 3/8 wrench so you can take the plate off of the skate. Fairly simple, people. So let's get to it, shall we? By the way, I'd like to thank Right Cam for being here today. You're an integral part of us. Thank you, Right Cam. You rock. Back to business, people. First thing you want to do is you want to take your trucks off, people. Trucks. Not like your Chevy or Ford trucks, but your skate trucks, people. So all you do is take the nut off the top. This sounds nuts, huh? Well, it's just nuts. Well, it's a nylock nut, and you just take it off, and then you can take your cushions off. Little cushions. See, little rubber cushions. And then your whole truck assembly will just pop right out. You see how that works? Do you see how that works? Now that we've seen how that works, we can do it to the other side. Now, people, this is a little different than most people because, well, my daughter happens to have a professional skater for a luch. And you see, we got inverted kingpins. So no more of these pesky nuts that you have to just take in and out, or bolts, I'm sorry, bolts that you have to take in and out. You just leave your kingpins in like that. Pretty neat, huh? It works great. So, the next thing is to take the plate off the shoe. So let's get on to that, shall we? Okay, there we go. Okay, people, now that we've got the trucks and wheels off of our plates, we can take the plate off of our shoe, which is really easy. Now, you know, I may have told you a 3/8 wrench before. Forget the wrench, people. Use a ratchet. That's a lot faster. And so all we do is go in here and take off our nuts. This is the only time where we like loose nuts. Any other time, we would prefer our nuts to be tight. Now we are loosening them. Once they are loosened, you can proceed to take them off by hand. By hand! Okay, save your hardware, people, because in this case, we will be using it again because we're cheap. Okay? Normally we would replace our hardware, but we're cheap. It's not that I don't have hardware, and if you're listening to this, girly, it's not that I wouldn't waste the hardware on you. I just don't want to right now. So, now we've got that. See, it's just easy. It's just easy. Whoa, it's like 3D. You can see this crap, can't you? You see how that works, people? And that's why you can just put these on any shoe that you like. Now, you got to get the screws out of the shoes because nobody likes screws in their shoes, okay? Which is really simple. All we got to do is just really simply, like, just get in there and pop out the... Sam, what have you been stepping in? That's terrible. Terrible, people. All right, now we just give it a good pop like that, and out come our hardware. See, these are the things that hold the wheels to your feet. Really neat, huh? You got 4 of them on this model. front and back, people. This one happens to come with a neat little plate that holds the front stable. Okay. Now once we get that all apart, we can discard the old shoe and get the new shoe. Let's do that now, shall we? Okay, people, now we're ready to mount our plate to our new shoe. This is fairly simple. All you need is eyeballs. I've got 2 of them. I'm sure you do too. Now what we want to do is kind of line up our plate with the direction of our foot. So let's say my foot is facing that way. I want the plate to face that way too. You see what I'm saying? That way you can always keep moving forward, people. Now just line it up to where it just kind of meets the arch there. And then your handy cordless DeWalt drill, cordless DeWalt, we can talk lucratation. Is that a word? And once it's lined up like that, you kind of just hold it into place. Now, people, I have taken the liberty to take the shoelaces and the insole out. The insole. This is a non-smelly, brand new insole. Don't bring it back to me used, Sam. Now then, once we get it all lined up, we're going to start with one hole. One hole. And we're going to start at the back. And we're just going to kind of hold it in place where we want it there. And give it a start. Wow, look at that. It goes right through, people. Right through. Okay, now that we've got those started, we can go ahead and take it the rest of the way through. Now, don't be a numbnut and drill through the boot, people. Only the sole. Only the sole. We only want to drill through the sole. Okay. Now, while drilling straight, you can go do the rest of it. Just like that. Now, we tried to be cheap, but she had to buy one with a heel. So, you follow me around? Huh? You got me? So we had to get longer screws, people. So make sure your screws fit your heel, so your plate don't come flying off while you're in the middle of some high-speed pursuit. All right, now what we do is we take the screws and we poke them down through that hole that we previously drilled. See how this works, people? Just poke it right through until it comes out. Until it comes out. Like that. And since we have 2 in the back, we do it twice. Because what do we say around here at Dorito and the LuchaCabre? Otra vez. What? You're not with me no more. Okay, crap. I'm ready. What? Now we're back. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, screws. We got our screws on. And now we can take our plate. And look, people, it should go right on there like that. Like that. Like that. Okay? And now what we want to do is take our little nuts and start them down here. Just until they're like finger tight to hold this thing in place. Because now we got to drill the front. Drill the front. So, once we get these semi-secured, you kind of want it floating around so you can reposition as necessary. But now you go to the front and you can see right about how we're going to put it. Looks good, huh? Once we do that, carefully drill. Carefully drill. Through the next holes. All the way through, people. All the way through. And there you have your front mounting holes. So since, we can't use those, can we? She had to pick a big shoe. A big girl shoe. Okay. So we got to use big girl screws on them. And we just kind of worm our way up into here, feel around where the hole should be. Yeah, is that it? That's not it. Is that it? That's not it. People, it may be a little difficult for you to find the hole, but once you do, you'll be sure to find your satisfaction. Now, once you get that screw through, you can start the nut. And do the same with the other side. Push it on through the shoe. And through the plate. And voila! Install your last nut. And there you have it, people. Now we tighten these down and put the rest of it together, making sure we cut off any excess that may get in the way of spinning wheels or other sundry devices. So let's tighten these down, and we can get back to putting the rest of it together. Stick with us, won't you? Okay, people, now it's time to put our truck assemblies back together. But before we do, we want to make sure that these aren't too long. So we'll test fit these first to make sure we don't have to cut anything. Now we put it on the front, and as you can see, there's plenty of space between the wheel and the screw to where it won't hit. So now we go to the back, and we try it on the back. And well, as you can see, these are way too long. They're definitely going to hit if she wants to do something like turn. Turning is important, people. So we're going to have to cut these down just a little bit and make it more safe. So for that, all we'll need is a little hacksaw. And we'll just go right in there and just... cut that bad boy down. Now, in case you're lazy like me, you can go over to your workbench here and get your pair of vice grips, see? And once you get a little thing cut inside there, you can just kind of break it off, you know. Break it off. And it goes like that. See, it comes right off. And now you have a screw that is shorter and safer when you put this back together. Nowhere near the wheel. So we do that to the other side and continue on. Let's do that now, shall we? Now that we've cut our screws off, people, we can go ahead and reassemble everything. So you want to take your lower cushions and put those on first, because they go on the bottom. Then you take your truck assemblies and you stick it right in like so. Right in like so. And then you take your upper cushions, put those on top. Like so. Take your nylock nuts, install them on your kingpins. Then take your 9/16 and tighten them down to the desired pressure. These are not torqued to any specs, no Lucha meters involved, just to personal preference. I leave mine a little looser because my legs just go everywhere anyways. So, are you okay over here, right, Cam? Stay with us, there's gonna be more, isn't there? Okay, and well, once you got that handled, people, that's it. You take the non-smelly insole and reinsert it, like so, and then wrap the shoelace on it, and there you go, people. You're done. Repeat this for the other side. It may be the left, it may be the right, depending on which side you started in. But that's all there is to it, people. You two can skate like the Luch, or at least pretend to, and have fancy skates while doing it. Stay tuned for more, people. There's more fun to come. Rock on! Are we done? Is that it?